frozen, or do I just look like that? No, my finger's moving. Yeah. Now I'm watching myself. Oh, you can probably hear that, can't you? Waiting on the guests, waiting on the guests. Everybody knows I'm just waiting on the guests. Ask me some fucking questions. Ask me some fucking questions. Not if you say the word first. Oh, I thought we were avoiding all that. Forgot I have liquid drugs in my pocket. Alright, now ask me a question. That didn't work. Hi, Jennifer. I feel like an old timey doctor doing Dilaudid when I get high this way. It's an alien. The red thing. Actually, it's not an alien. It is a warhorse patch. Like an official military thing. No, you cannot buy them. Shout out to Adam Brownbird for sending them to us. many podcasts. Too many of them are about politics.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Too many pitches, not enough money.
Yes. Yes, that.
Yeah. Where would you like me to be, Adam?
Either of these two.
I told you what Alex and I are doing, and it's like we are guessing the taste of a 50-year-old man we know nothing about other than his IMDb.
Oh, boy. What's his IMDb?
It's John Cryer. It's
Oh.
2.5 Men, Lex Luthor.
Okay. Yeah, I know who John Cryer is, but I didn't know.
Yeah, he reached out to me on Twitter to be like pitched to me.
Oh, shit.
Really weird.
I don't know. I did not know.
As a small production company. So we're trying to guess his taste, and it's like, but the 2.5 Men guy was cool with our Teenage Girl Mutation show, so we don't know his taste at all.
He requested you, ergo he knows your humor, ergo don't worry about it and just do the thing you want to do. Worst case scenario, he tells you no and you're back at the default setting.
You're right.
Yeah. Have fun.
Where's that orgone blaster? It's right here. Probably smaller than you expected.
What's up, chat?
Hey,
But it keeps us safe.
I did not realize you guys were hearing that.
No one gives a shit. They're not in L.A.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're talking about all of our exclusive LA meetings and sex cult parties.
Mm-hmm. Lots of sex cult parties.
Sometimes they're together and one and the same.
Yeah. Can't tell you how many times I've been branded. Too much. Sorry.
Branded content.
Haha, zing.
Really good segue into the theme of this episode.
Yeah,
It sure
yep,
is.
Yep. Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh, I should probably use a coaster.
Oh, I'm throwing these tables in the nearest fucking river when I leave this studio in a month, so don't worry about it.
I'm Ohioan. I'm polite by default.
Unfortunately. Hana, talk.
Hi. Talking. Noise.
I'm going to turn
This is probably a little louder than I'm actually going to be. I'm kind of allergic to stuff. BoneCon indeed.
Bone.
Yeah.
Would it be okay if I raise this mic up a little bit?
You ever go to
Fucking A, man.
like a sex club
Yeah,
in
you have to
NoHo?
unscrew it here.
Because it was disappointing.
I'm going to put this over here so I don't wobble the water.
Yeah. You have one of the broken tables, too. Or do I? Or do we both? Maybe there's only
I think
one.
you both do.
They're all broken.
This
yeah.
one's wobbly,
Screw
but I
it.
think it's the
I'll
carpet.
just
No,
I'll,
Hana has-
I'll just compress.
Hana has the best table
This seems pretty solid.
by far. Because I switched. That used to be the fourth
Yeah.
table that no one ever used. That table that... will you turn Robert the doll so he's facing us?
Robert
I don't
the
want to be
doll.
rude. Thank you.
Hello, Robert the doll
Yeah.
with his tinier lion.
Yeah, he's a
Stuff?
haunted doll, but we're good to him, so he
Oh,
doesn't
good.
haunt me. If you talk shit, he'll
I'm
haunt
not
you.
gonna. I will never talk shit about Robert. I'm
Yeah.
trying to compliment him on his lion doll.
What's going on with your mouth,
Stuffy.
Robert? I'll talk shit about Robert. I'm already cursed.
He's got an illness.
Ah,
Yeah.
Good old pockmouth.
I have some cream for that.
Oh,
You
well,
have pockmouth cream?
Yes, pockmouth cream.
Oh boy.
will one of you pull that curtain shut?
Ah, thank you,
For-
Eric with the long arms.
Aesthetic reasons.
Good for something, I guess.
There we go. Now it looks shimmery in here. Look at that shit.
Oh my god.
Look at that. You
Pretty.
kidding me?
We look like we're in a fancy ass strip club.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It is so bright in here. Hana, you are glowing.
Yeah, that's generally what happens when you make lighting for normal people.
Right. Yeah. You are iridescent.
If I pose against a person of color, like the iPhone just determines that I'm a ghost.
Yeah. Is this photo haunted? Robert the
Yes.
Cool will curse you. Is that what we call him?
Robert the cool. He is.
Not against a person. I'm
He
not
does
like
have a cool-
propping myself up against black people. What the fuck? Phrasing.
Is there a chat message here? Or is someone just on? Okay. All right. There's everyone's pics.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
There's the chat.
We got the chat going.
Don't need the email anymore. All right. Oh, I need to pull up the online-stopwatch.com clock for all your online-stopwatch needs.
I don't know how many times I'm just out and about wondering, shit, did I bring my hyphen stopwatch?
Right.
Yep.
You never know. You
And
never
is
know
it
when you're going to
online?
need it.
And is it ever? It's usually offline.
Yeah,
So I'm very glad.
that's an
I,
issue.
There's
I
an-
prefer
yeah.
my stopwatches to be connected to the internet, just because you never know.
Yeah.
You
You
just
just never know.
Yeah, can't.
never know.
You will never know.
All right, should we get started?
Let's
It's
do it.
so late.
I'm gonna
I mean, it's not that late. Here, you want me to do it?
yeah. Sorry. Goddamn tall things, and I'm afraid of breaking shit. That's my problem. Oh my god, that's wonderful.
Like there?
Oh,
People can't see, but I'm jerking Eric off too.
it's very nice.
Yeah, it's delightful. He has scales. I didn't know that was a penis possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bad case of the scale dick.
Yeah, I mean,
Scale dick.
doesn't
It's
sound that bad. I'm sure it's.
it's
a lot
what
of
happens.
people's
It's what
type.
happens when you're exposed to pockmouth too much.
Yes,
When certain activities occur.
Pockmouth
with
to scale
personnel.
dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From mouth to scale dick.
Yes.
Park mouth the scale dick. Park mouth the scale dick.
Are we gonna sell like a cream, like door to door, like snake oil salesman who's like, "It goes pockmouth and scale dick, and spotted poon."
Oh, good.
We
Please-
should.
Yes, please continue because that Ren and Stimpy salve episode is ruined. So, be the new grease guy, Eric.
Be the new,
Be the grease guy you want to
That's-
see in the world. Too.
Yeah,
be the new grease
be an
guy.
ethical grease guy.
Ethical. Oh, I don't know if there's such a thing as an ethical greaseman. It's by definition.
All right.
Where did you get Robert the Cool?
A listener sent me that. I believe it was Ashley Bess.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Ashley, if you're there.
Hello, Ashley.
She's not. I don't think.
Yeah,
I think
but-
it was her. It's from Florida, I believe.
Of
There's
course
a,
it is.
There's a museum that sells that. There's a whole history and lore behind Robert the Doll. I think the Lore podcast actually did an episode about Robert the Doll. There's a postcard somewhere, and it's in this storage area back here, but it comes with a postcard that explains his whole story.
Does
Nice.
Robert the Doll also come with a certificate of authenticity?
No, there's several of them. So
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's got that tag on his arm.
It's true, but it could have been a tag of authenticity.
He's a good boy.
He seems like a good boy.
Yep.
Lovingly holding
Everyone see
his-
me spill water on myself there? I don't know if the lighting's strong enough for that, but
I
it
don't
just
trust little sailor boys.
right down my shirt it went.
Yeah,
No, why
bad
not?
Experience with bad sailor boys.
Actually,
Oh fuck!
you didn't even
Oh,
I'm
realize.
tired.
boy.
I'm very tired. I'm very tired.
I'd like
Totally
to link
forgot,
to
and
the-
I apologize
I'd like-
profusely.
I'd like to link the comments to that gif of that dude going and then walking away.
I didn't.
I don't
oh.
give a shit.
Yeah, but the problem is I
It's
do.
Passover. It's officially been a year. Yay.
It's Passover. That's when we forget about everything that happened in the past.
Yes.
Passed over.
Passed
yes.
over, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they call it. It's past it. P-A-S-T, over.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the way I interpret it.
Yeah, that's how I've always
I'm going to a Seder tomorrow, so
treat it.
happy for that.
Oh, say hi to Vanessa.
I will. How'd you know I was going to that one?
Guess.
I don't know.
Wow. This just got
I
weird.
think you're just following me.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to motherfucking Listcast.
Let's cast.
Listcast. I'm your host, Adam Todd Brown, and I have guests today. That I always have guests on this podcast. It'd be weird
Be kind of odd if you didn't.
to do this podcast by myself.
All right.
Spend the whole time discussing
Oh,
corporate
yeah.
mascots with Robert.
I like that you moved Robert the Doll to your table.
Yeah.
That's very accommodating.
Is Robert also a corporate mascot?
He's a mascot of hauntings.
Oh.
So, yes.
Fair.
Joining me today, Hana Michels,
Hey.
embracing her role as Robert's
The Robert Keeper?
stepmom for the moment. He only has stepmoms
Oh God.
because none stay around long enough. That doesn't even make sense.
That, I mean, it kind of does.
I guess.
Who else would you don't dress someone in a little sailor suit unless you really hate them.
Well, I think he died in that.
Oh.
So that's probably all. Hey, Erik Barnes is here too.
Hey, that's who I am. This is my voice and what I sound like.
How's it going?
It goes whether I like it or not. How about you?
This is both of you's first time on Listcast, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Very nice. We haven't done this podcast. This is a podcast
Oh.
that I
Fuck, and you've done research.
You've done why would you do that?
These are just notes because I have shit memory. I'm not going to go on tirades.
You look at my notes. I'm Erik. I brought notes.
That's a very dead-on
That's why
impression.
I
Thank
wanted
you.
the serial killer less cast, because I wouldn't have had to do research. It's all up here.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
the serial killer one was fun.
I was with Nadav on Carl Pan's Ram.
Yeah, sure.
mm,
It's
Sorry,
fine.
guys.
That's fine.
Matthew Miner says, "Do you versus the audience sometime?" That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
That
I
would be
would
cool.
win, but well, then who would vote? The LA comedy community?
Robert.
Yeah, Robert could vote on the outcome.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
we will be good to Robert. Jennifer Dutois.
we don't have any choice. We'll all die if we're not good to Robert.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the best corporate mascots today. Who doesn't love a good corporate mascot?
Corporations are people, and I love people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Corporate mascots do the, I would say, they're doing God's work.
Yes.
They're putting a lovable face on an evil corporation,
Very much so.
Yes.
making the atrocities committed by their parent company a little more palatable to the rest of the
Yeah.
world.
I think you just explained my stand-up.
I personally appreciate it. Like it's better that Coke has like polar bears for mascots as
Yeah.
opposed to like people who break up union
Right.
Yeah,
attempts.
yeah.
Right. People who
Like-
steal water.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
South
exactly.
American
Yeah, yeah.
Union Busters.
Yeah,
That should be
The
their
Nestle,
corporate
the Nestle
mascot.
Quick Bunny is much more, friendly, palatable, furry than the company that is taking all natural resources of water and reselling it to people.
One of my first Cracked articles I wrote, or one of my earliest, before I wrote for Cracked, I had not written comedy for money at all.
Mm.
And I pitched an article. It was, I think, my 6th article, and it was about the horrifying truth behind things in your grocery cart. And
Jesus.
they took it to the editorial meeting, and David Wong emailed me back and was like, everyone said this is way too depressing for a comedy site, but I assured them you could make it funny. And I almost had a nervous breakdown
Oh.
writing that article.
Yeah,
But it worked out. It did turn out really funny. But one of the things, I brought that up because one of the things I did to make it like try and add humor where I couldn't find any, there was a picture of a child harvesting cocoa beans, and I just photoshopped the Nestle Quick Bunny next to him, giving him the thumbs up.
That's pretty good.
That
Good
is
times.
good. That is good.
Very good times.
It works.
So I should go through the rules. I emailed Hana and Erik with the rules this morning, but I'll go through them again for anyone who's listening for the first time. We each brought 5 picks for the best corporate mascot of all time. We're going to go through those picks one at a time, explain why we picked it, why we think it belongs on a list of the 5 best corporate mascots of all time. But after we've gone through all of ours, that takes us to a list of 15, and that's too many fucking mascots.
Yeah.
So we got to get some out of here.
Fuck
So
'em.
we take turns cutting 2 from the list. You don't have to cut your own. Kind of a psychopath if you cut your own. This is a competition. We're trying to win. You get a thumbs up trophy if you remind me to grab it before you leave.
Nice.
I like
And
thumbs ups and I like trophies.
I
Yeah.
never earned a trophy.
well, tonight could be the night.
I've never earned a trophy.
Oh, no, wait. Hot dog eating contest.
I did win a ho 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 contest at school, but they just gave me a bunch of ho hos.
I was the starting and winning pitcher of a child or of a little league championship game, so
Nice.
Damn.
Look at
yeah.
you.
I mean, I was 19 at the time.
I was the slowest runner
just
in the
joking.
Northern Lakes League. Legit.
Wow. Well, running
we
through
go.
lakes is hard.
You got Howard Dean, speaking of triumphant.
Yeah. So after we each cut 2, that will take us down to a list of 9. And the audience gets to save one. Doing the save this week, Mind Freak 555. We talked, they were already there when I logged on like half an hour early.
Oh, wow.
And they said, I hope I get to do the pick. And I said, yep, that solves that.
Nice.
So Mind Freak 555 is doing the save. And after they save one, that gives us a list of 10. The audience votes, and we find out in real time who wins and who dies. One of
no.
you gets murdered. The
Well, first of all-
loser gets murdered.
Oh, murdered. Okay, I was about
I'm
to
down
say
for either
all of
one
us are
at
going to
this point.
die.
Yeah.
It's the limbo I can't stand.
Yeah. Are you really the winner if you win? Or are you the winner if you lose?
The way I see it is that everyone wins, whether you get a trophy or just move on from this mortal coil.
Exactly.
It's advancement somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Happy Passover and Easter, everybody.
Yes.
Happy Easter. Fish sandwiches
Yeah.
are back at Wendy's. Rejoice,
Oh,
America.
This is when my ancestors killed or failed to kill Jesus. It's nice,
Right. Yeah.
depending on.
Hey, the Romans helped. Come on, you can't bogart
Well, yeah,
all
I mean,
of
obviously.
it. Yeah.
Fun Easter tradition. Drink Rolling Rock.
Yeah?
Because they rolled the stone away.
I
Eh?
like it. I like it.
Eh?
I like it.
I like
It's
it.
the only time of year
Hey.
drinking Rolling Rock is permitted.
If your name is Elijah, on your driver's license, you can just walk into any Jew's house at some point during the Seder
sit
and be
down.
like, "I'm Elijah. Give me my free wine." I don't know why no
Yeah.
one's done that.
You can also do that at any Outback Steakhouse.
They serve
Year-
wine at Outback Steakhouse?
They sure do.
Oh, boy.
It's all
It's been a
Australian
minute.
wine.
Oh.
So, should we start going through our picks? I'll do mine first
Go
to
for it.
to
do
let
it.
everyone know how. Well, Eric's listened to the podcast before, so he knows
I am a fan.
how this works.
I know, but you're the host. Go for it, friend.
I will. I'm gonna open with one that's definitely not gonna win. But while I was researching this, I just found out this exists and is a thing that has a name. Like I've seen it so many times and just never realized, oh yeah, they do have a mascot. And not only do they have a mascot, but he has a delightful name, and that is Julian Pringles.
Julian?
I tried to tweet it today and I fucked up and there's a typo and I typed Julio. But his name is Julian Pringles.
Wow.
Because, it explains the mustache on the can.
The name Julian explains all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It really does.
Everything.
And what do you need to do for Pringles? They're perfect. Like, he doesn't get up and dance around. He doesn't, like...
As far as I know, he's
Fucking-
just a floating head of a barbershop quartet person.
Well, he's a Pringle with a mustache and a face.
Wait, he's a Pringle?
He's a Pringle.
Is
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Julian Pringles? Of course he's a Pringle.
Well,
But-
Pringle in name. I didn't know that he was an anthropomorphic chip.
Of
Yeah.
the Pringle clan.
The Pringle clan.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
This is
This is very Game of Thronesy all of a sudden.
yeah.
It sure is.
House Pringle.
But he's such a low-key mascot. Like, and he was actually on a list of the best corporate mascots. And it's like, what did he ever do?
Beyond Pringles.
Just hangs out on the cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking does his job. He shows up
does.
to work every day.
He shows up and his appearance just merely says, these aren't tennis balls in here.
And here's the thing.
Yeah.
Pringles, best potato chips.
It's up there.
They're not greasy. They're not a mess.
Mm-hmm.
You can eat them in a stack like it's a fucking cake.
Yeah.
They did perfect the packaging.
You can do
They really did.
You can do the duck thing where you flip them
Yep.
and then put them in your mouth and you got a bill.
Many a lunch period was fruitful and entertaining thanks to the wonderful people of Pringles.
You know what I did as a kid in school? Made a space shuttle out of a Pringles can. I mean,
out
a
of-
Pringles can and things that were glued
Right.
onto
Yeah.
it.
I was thinking that you were about to say Pringles full stop, and I was going to be super impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, a space shuttle just made out of Pringles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Probably stronger than the actual space shuttle, too, because it exploded.
Have you ever like blown into a Pringles can to kind of get like a jug band thing going? Just like thump on it and be like,
I'm sure I've used it in musical applications
yeah,
before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the bottom is particularly good for that, especially if you have nails. Like it's.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's got that metal bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pringles are fucking great, man.
Hell yeah, Pringles. And thank you, Julian Pringles.
And he just
Where
does
did
it.
you find Julian? Like, does it
Yeah.
list it on the website or?
Yeah.
Was
Google
there-
Julian Pringles.
was there
He's got a
ever-
Named
Wikipedia
after
Was
page.
there ever a commercial that goes, "Hello, I'm Julian Pringles here"?
He doesn't have to.
I know he doesn't have to, but I mean,
He's like the security guard.
But I mean,
They just hired him to be on front of the can in case some shit jumps off. In case anyone's ever like, don't you even have a mascot? And they're like, yeah, it's Julian right there. Oh, shit. I didn't even notice.
Hello.
I just thought your chips had mustaches.
I kind of wish they did now.
That would be pretty great.
That would be good. Pringles, get on it.
You
So,
have never accidentally eaten a mustache.
Huh?
Nothing.
An entire mustache?
Crazy things happen.
I guess.
I've gone down on women. I've munched on a mustache before.
Pringles is not legally allowed to call its product potato chips. It's not made of sliced potatoes. What the fuck is it made out
It's
of then?
potato flakes. They flake the spud and then they
Oh,
manufacture it
yeah.
together.
Nobody cares. That's why they're better than regular potato chips.
I am not arguing that point. Just
Potato
that's what I'm
chips,
saying.
garbage. Potato crisps are great.
I thought that was.
Except the J's kind. Get off Pringles' dick.
I literally thought the difference was American and British. You guys are opening up my world. Like,
What?
yeah.
Chips?
Between chips and crisps.
Yeah, I actually thought that too. I didn't know that's why. So are all British chips?
All British chips are typically what we would call French fries, and crisps are what we would call potato chips.
Oh, that's right. They're
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
over there, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Always adding U's where
Biscuits
they're
are
not
cookies
needed.
and
Yeah,
Oh.
biscuits are cookies, and
Fucking idiots,
biscuits
man.
are. I don't know what biscuits are over there.
Scones.
Scones. Oh,
But,
hardtack.
just scones?
Who knows?
Guff.
Man, that baking show really oversells.
All right, so that's my first pick. Motherfucking J Prings.
J Prings.
Yeah.
Eric,
All right.
what's your first pick?
I am
Wait,
going
what?
to. I'm going to start from my bottom and work my way to the top. My top pick.
Oh, you don't have to go in any particular order.
I know I don't have to, but I want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So my first pick is jolly old Saint Nick Santa Claus for Coca-Cola.
Is this where Santa Claus comes from?
That's my point. Is that it has been up for debate. Snopes says it is not, but modern interpretations of Santa Claus have been influenced by the Coca-Cola Company. And many people of many generations have their first image of Santa is Santa holding a glass bottle of Coke.
That's true.
And it's gone and that version of Santa Claus is shown everywhere worldwide all the time. American capitalism. Just what foods are associated with Santa Claus? Milk, cookies, Coca-Cola.
That's true.
That's pretty much my argument there.
Yeah, I always associate those fucking polar bears more
Yeah.
with Coke.
I don't fucking know about Santa Claus. We never had that guy. We had the Tooth Fairy, who's creepier.
He is, but he doesn't. Tooth Fairy is known for Sprite.
What?
Wait, what?
No, it's not. I'm just saying.
We all
things.
remember those
We all remember
iconic
those.
ads
Yeah.
from the 50s of the Tooth Fairy holding a Sprite,
Yeah.
wearing a newsboy cap.
Yeah, leaving a Sprite underneath a pillow of a small child that lost a tooth. And to be like,
Wakes the kid up every time. That's very bulky to
They're
put
very
under a
large.
pillow. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
it's a
because
2-liter.
what is a Tooth Fairy but a Sprite? It makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
See?
that
I-
was a very long way to get to a pun.
It's pretty long.
It really wasn't a pun. It was more of a justification, but yes. It was more of bad improv no one liked and me attempting. All right.
So,
I
Moving
would say no
forward.
one liked it.
Santa Claus. That's your pick.
Santa Claus is my number 5.
It's a good pick. He is a formidable opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Very well known
Yes.
worldwide. Hana.
I did not choose carefully or correctly,
Okay, good.
except for this first choice,
Yes.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's a good pick.
Sega mascot wins rings, runs through rings, can get pregnant apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic can get pregnant?
Now, are you using Sonic the Hedgehog as a spokesperson and mascot for Sega or for DeviantArt?
That's a good question. I think mascots can have dual roles, as we'll see later with another one
Fair.
of my picks.
Fair.
Yeah, Sonic.
Sonic's a good
Boom.
pick. Yeah. I
would
would
say so.
object, but I have a very similar pick on my list
You do.
in a little while.
Mm.
And I do think, like, when I think of Sega, I don't think of any other
And
character.
that was going to be my
character.
objection
Right.
to your other pick.
Oh.
Oh, no, you're wrong.
I'm
You're-
wrong?
I'm right.
Should we
You're
just go
right.
I'm
straight
right
to
for-
that pick then? Might as well. We're segueing.
Yeah, we might as well. My pick is Mario. Because here's the thing. Mario is not just in the Mario Brothers games. He's the fucking judge in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Mhm.
Like, Mario is the face of
He's
Nintendo.
He's got a PhD.
Mario
He's
was
a tennis player.
once the face of Nintendo.
the fuck is
who
that
is it
supposed
now?
to mean?
Who is it
Nintendo
now?
has branched out.
Who is it
there are
now?
a lot of faces of Nintendo right now.
But Mario is still the flagship of that
But do you
company all the time.
associate Mario with Nintendo
Yes.
any more than Link from Zelda or any of the
Absolutely,
Pokemon?
yeah.
Do you?
Sadly, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys are older than me.
Well, Mario
Whoa.
has Mario is older than all of those, and Mario
Yeah.
has been the face of Nintendo for the beginning. There's obviously other games that
Yeah.
you associate with it, but I associate Bo Jackson with Sega, but he's not the face of Sega.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of other games,
Yeah,
but
I
Mario is
associate-
the face of Nintendo.
I associate.
More than Sonic is the face of Sega.
Oh, absolutely.
How so? Sonic is.
Who the fuck even plays the Sega anymore?
Mario.
There we go.
Mar-
Sonic
Right,
is
exactly.
the memorable character.
Even though
Well,
Sonic
it's
has,
not Mario's fault. Sonic only had, or Sega only had one decent character.
and it really doesn't matter because Sonic is now just imbued into all Nintendo games now, subject to Mario. Mario
Subject
Tennis.
to Mario's
Yes.
rule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. It's not Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games.
Amen.
Is it not? One is a hedgehog that can get pregnant, and it's male.
I bet all hedgehogs can get pregnant, like
You-
all the females anyway.
I'm pretty sure that there's somewhere out there some
That
form
was
of-
insensitive of me. I'm sure there's some
some
who
sort
cannot.
of Vor or Prego Mario DeviantArt out there. There's
right.
got to be.
I'm sure there is.
I don't
Yeah.
care if Luigi has a mansion in the comments. Mario is the face of that company.
Mario has a castle.
I don't even know what Link from The Legend
Mario
of Zelda looks like.
storms castles. Mario does not have a castle.
He
And
should-
Pokemon is its
He is-
own thing.
Pokemon is its-
like
is-
there's
Is it?
there's Nintendo games obviously, but Pokemon is a
It
whole.
is under the Nintendo flagship.
I know it's under the
This is
Nintendo
true.
flagship,
And
but
it is
a lot
very
of like
iconic.
John Madden is under like the EA Sports flagship, but that doesn't make
Are you
him the
suggesting
face of.
John Madden is the Mario of EA Sports? Because that's something I can get up.
Yeah,
behind.
that's
That-
probably
that's
not bad.
But see, that actually makes sense.
Super Madden Brothers. Oh my God.
Oh shit,
I want that
Oh,
so bad.
that would be
I want that.
amazing.
He collects cans of Tenactin and everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Mario, that's
Yeah.
Who's Albert Fisk?
what do you mean? Who's Albert Fisk?
Someone in the comments.
someone in the comments said.
No
Albert
idea.
Fisk.
All right, Eric, what's your
Me.
next pick?
My next pick is my next pick is Flo from Progressive.
It's a good pick.
Flo has been around for like since 2008. It gave improviser and comedian Stephanie Courtney a wonderful living.
And that's what I'm going to say here, is that Flo is the embolism of selling out your comedy dreams.
She still does comedy. And
I don't
still,
think I used embolism right. I
No.
think that's a disorder.
Embolism.
Hana-
That's like a
Embodiment and symbolism is what I meant to say.
Hana, all of us,
when you're bleeding internally.
all of us are trying to sell shows, trying to do other things during the day to support our comedy habit.
Yes.
And that's what she is doing. Because she's been on Mr. Show.
I
She
don't-
does a bunch of other.
I know.
I don't know a
She has a
single
career.
person who wouldn't take that job.
I
Yeah.
don't either. That's the point.
Have you ever been a
She's
Halloween
symbol of
costume? Because
everything
she
that is
has.
wrong with this industry.
No, I don't think. I think
If it makes you feel better, we're not paying commercial actors well at all anymore because it's mostly
well,
union.
I actually looked
Well,
it up
that
at one
makes me
point.
look worse.
Flo
Yeah,
has done pretty well.
Oh,
She's done
she's
great.
done well.
yeah,
she's done
she's done
great.
great.
She's been around for like over a
Yeah.
decade and over 100 commercials. She's fine, but I'm talking just
The
mostly
problem with the
nowadays.
comedy industry as it relates to someone like Flo is that she could go into any club in Los Angeles on any night
Yes.
and bump most comedians off stage
That's a problem.
That's a
I can
because
problem.
understand
she's
that.
famous. But that's not Flo's fault.
No,
that's comedy's
That
fault.
is comedy's
That's not her
fault.
fault. And also,
No.
she has like a legit comedy background.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not like the fucking chef from Chopped bumping someone.
Right, exactly.
Or Stormy Daniels.
Yes.
Or Crabman from My Name Is Earl. That happened to me once.
That sucks.
I'm calling you out, Crabman.
One time,
It's been almost 10 years since it happened, but I'm calling you out.
one time, Rob Schneider bumped my buddy Ed, and I'm still mad about that because he's not in comedy, and he's the only comic to trigger my PTSD. He was fun.
Oh,
Rob Schneider.
Yeah, he was
And-
defending Cosby for like an hour, and then I walked out, and then I walked back in, and he was defending anti-vaxxers, and never got to go up.
Oh boy. Well, the other thing about
I met his daughter once. Vanessa sold her acid.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
The singer Elle King. She was
Well,
nice.
Flo is also a video game character, much like Sonic and Mario in 2010's Mod Nation Racers. There. Thus endeth my notes.
Well, no one cares about that part.
I'm just fun facting my way to victory. That's my goal.
Hana.
All right.
What's your next pick?
My next pick is Kermit the Frog for whatever tea that was.
What?
Lipton.
There. Thank you.
Kermit the Frog was...
Yes.
But... Okay. That doesn't make him a corporate mascot.
No, that makes
him a spokesperson.
No, it makes him a meme is really what it is.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a mascot and a spokesperson?
Well, Kermit just did commercials for Lipton tea. Like, the mascot is the face of
That's
it.
he's
but
known
there
for
is
other
no
things.
face of it.
Well, you're right, there isn't. That's why they got him to do a commercial.
Therefore, he
A
counts.
commercial.
Thank you.
A
Now let's
one
talk about-
singular.
Yes, and that went viral and crazy because Kermit is amazing.
Listen,
Kermit is the patron saint of beta males and collar designers. Kermit's perfect. Kermit's the personification of all our anxiety and everything that's right with the world.
I'm not saying that Kermit the Frog isn't a quality character. I'm just questioning his association with Lipton tea, the tea that you
I
did
would
not
question
even
it
know what
too,
it was.
Except that other people latched onto that. So
They
Kermit
latched
is
onto the meme.
Objectively,
They latched on to none of my business, which has nothing to
but
do with
Kermit
the
is
tea at all.
objectively a very good corporate mascot because people latched onto a commercial for
Did they buy
nothing.
more Lipton tea?
possibly, I don't fucking know.
Frogs did.
Frogs don't have money.
Frogs bought more tea.
Only Muppet frogs have money, and there's only a handful of those.
I don't even remember. I don't remember the Lipton commercials with Kermit.
I mostly remember the meme of him holding up a glass
Yes, which
cup of
proves
tea.
what a
that
good
says,
mascot
well,
he is once again.
That's none of my business. It doesn't even say
We're doing a
Lipton on the
podcast
tea.
about mascots. It's kind of your business.
It is. It really is. Oh,
Oh, this is fun.
fun. I like fun things.
We are powering through these. I like that.
Yeah.
My next pick, the fucking icon, baby. Rich Uncle Pennybags,
Nice.
a.k.a. the Monopoly guy.
I'm really mad that you got that one.
He said, I did not realize that was his name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
Googled the
Rich Uncle
Monopoly
Pennybags?
guy, and that's what they told me. Like, he is like, if you draw any person in the character of Monopoly, you know what you're saying about that person.
Yeah.
Like, you're saying that guy's a fucking financial criminal.
Well,
Yes.
it's either that or is that the Pringles mustache guy?
Is that Julian
Is that-
Pringles in
Oh,
disguise?
is that, I better stand up straight. It's Julian Pringles. He's present.
But Rich Uncle Pennybags, that fucking monocle. He wears a monocle, right? Or does he
No,
wear
he's
glasses?
got a top hat
I feel
And-
like, wait.
and a cane. He wears a
Doesn't he
tuxedo.
have a monocle?
Who came first, Rich Uncle Pennybags or Scrooge McDuck?
I believe it was. It might have been McDuck. I'm not sure.
So maybe Rich Uncle Pennybags is just a ripoff. I'm really going hard here on debating shit I know nothing about.
It's fine. It's fun.
Uh,
Let's see. Rich
Yeah.
Uncle Pennybags.
yeah.
No, he just has very creepy eyes.
Yeah.
No, it looks like he's wearing
He looks like Warren Harding.
something right there, isn't he?
No,
I
it's just.
can't
It's
tell.
just. He has giant irises and beady little
Oh yeah,
pupils.
he's got crazy eyes.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
so small.
Well, they're either so small or so big, depending on what year Monopoly you have. Like,
Yeah. He made
And
us.
he's also such an unsuccessful mascot that there are other spin-off Monopolies with his face nowhere.
yeah.
Other faces.
Well, or
Well, that's because Monopoly.
him with a Darth Vader helmet in front of it, or
Monopoly
whatever.
should, in theory, have gone out of business decades ago.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's why there's like Beatles Monopoly and Simpsons Monopoly and
Yeah.
all that bullshit.
I'm not going to argue
Hold
that.
on, it says Game of Rich Uncle. Was that the original? Wait, is that the original title of Monopoly?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, can
Rich Uncle.
any other Jews in the chat tell me, were you forced to be banker every fucking time?
Oh,
Oh, wow.
That hurt my feelings.
That's racist as shit.
Kids even knew that?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Wow.
every time. It
Oh, I feel bad.
hurt.
Hana, stop anchor. She's a Jew.
It hurt my heart.
Oh.
Wow.
I just hated Monopoly.
I don't like. Yeah. There's intensity, Eagle. Since there's so much arguing.
Oh.
I like Monopoly.
Yeah?
I think it's a fun game. I've made family members cry playing Monopoly.
I'm just sick and tired. Listen, life is commerce already. I don't need a game that's also commerce again. Which is why I can't stand Settlers of Catan, because it replaces money with just wheat or cows
fuck
and
that.
stuff. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that. It's the
I've never
exact same
played that.
concept. Yeah. So no thank you. You can enjoy your 9-hour games of Monopoly. I won't have them and I won't like them.
Fuck that.
They don't have to be 9 hours. You just have to. You have to
I'm
show
not
no
with any-
mercy.
But do we
I'm
really
not with
all
people
want
smart
the
enough.
opportunity to be Martin Shkreli?
Yeah, kinda. If it's just like in.
I mean, I have the hair, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. Mind Freak says, I feel bad for you, Hannah.
Well, thank you. I feel bad for me too.
Hey, she's already full of bad. She doesn't need any more.
Rich Davis says Monopoly is the best. I used to have a Monopoly set from 1949
Wow.
that we found clearing out this old house that my grandmother had
Was it-
bought from someone.
Was it haunted like Robert the doll? Here?
Probably. It was probably haunted, yeah.
Jeez.
I'm
Lots of
still
things are
carrying
haunted.
the spirits of the original owner of that game with me.
Would the ghost of Uncle Moneybags be there? Or Pennybags, excuse me?
Good thing they were so good at podcasts. That's what makes me so good at podcasts, is those
Those
spirits.
ghosts, those spirits?
Those 40 spirits really had their eyes on the future.
They sure did. So, that's my pick. Eric,
Cool.
what do you got next?
What I got next is the best cereal mascot of all time, Count Chocula.
Really?
Yeah.
Why Count Chocula?
Because he's a vampire that loves chocolate.
Sure.
That's enough for me.
He does kind of get right to the point in
Yeah.
that
Blah, I don't want cereal.
every cereal mascot is an addict of some sort.
Yeah. Only instead of blood, it's choco blood.
Yeah,
Or just diabetic's blood or something.
he does really get right
Someone,
to the punch.
listen, growing up, I love Cocoa Puffs. I love Lucky Charms. And here comes this smiling vampire that says, why not both? And that's what Count Chocula did for me as a youngster.
yeah.
He made me want to climb up to his tower of cereal. In
Like,
the cereal
I love
aisle
his
and
cereal.
stuff. Yeah,
Count Chocula, Boo Berry,
it's great.
uh,
And we wouldn't
Frankenberry,
yeah,
Yeah,
which is strawberry.
which is strawberry, of course.
Would be a weird name for a monster cereal. if they
Well,
just called it
Frankenberry
strawberry.
was the name of the scientist.
Right.
Yes.
The cereal is Frankenberry's monster.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Frankenberry's monster cereal.
I do love that cereal.
Yeah, but it's Count Chocula, man.
You know who is I already know I think is missing from all of our lists, who I would argue is, you know what, should I put him on my list? No.
It's on
Tony the Tiger.
He was.
I
he-
was thinking.
he was
I was
a-
considering. Tony
You know what
the
he
Tiger.
is? Great.
He
just that small.
He's great.
Okay,
He's great.
He's great.
he's fine.
Yeah.
I like Tony the Tiger. Snap, crackle, and pop.
They're fine.
They're
Yeah,
some little scamps.
they're
always
they're
up
those
to
scams.
something.
But imagine a vampire that just a chocolate. Do they beat a chocolate vampire? No, I've seen talking.
What about
tigers.
Captain Crunch? He's commanding a whole fucking
A
military.
whole fleet of cereal. That's awful.
Wow.
Here's what
That
Count.
sounds
Oh, you're
awesome.
scared to get the
here's what-
roof of your mouth destroyed
Yes,
every morning?
And guess what doesn't do that? Count Chocula. It just provides me chocolatey breakfast treats and chocolate milk that I get to consume as I'm on my way to the dirge that
I had
is
to
school.
eat my way through 4 miles of Captain Crunch every morning on the way to school as a child.
Adam,
You don't know how good you have it.
Do you need a hug after this?
You guys are fucking sugar-free Trader Joe's brand before it had good things. Fucking Kashi Go Lean. That was my breakfast.
Oh,
as a
you're
kid.
under the impression that I had Count Chocula often. I
Oh.
did not. I had.
So it was
Well,
a
for
treat
one-
for you.
I had Cracklin' Oat Bran.
So that explains your choice because it was a treat for you.
It was a treat. And so, what a better treat than seeing the
The least
smiling,
iconic vampire in the world.
giant, giant-eyed, goobery face of Count Chocula be like, "Hello, welcome."
The
Have some
least
chocolate.
iconic vampire.
He is not the least iconic.
Yes, he
vampire.
is.
Alucard.
She was right. He's
She
the
was not.
least.
No, I refuse. What about
Other vampires
what about,
don't even hang out with his
What
ass.
about little Dracula?
Who was that?
Exactly my point.
Oh, god damn it.
Man, can we just confirm Erik didn't just say a thing?
Exactly.
Say a thing. Little Dracula exists. Google it.
All right.
It was a cartoon in the
believe-
90s.
I believe you.
I had action figures.
All right. Hana, what's your next pick?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. Can you believe there is a Chuck E. Cheese alive and well right around the corner from this apartment?
Damn.
Oh, the restaurant. I thought you meant an actual mouse.
Oh.
Well, the mouse lives there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
fair.
Yes, Chuck E. Cheese has undergone many, many updates to keep up with the times.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck E. Cheese
Does
has
he-
kept up with the times so much that one time I met up for a threesome in a Chuck E. Cheese,
Oh, wow.
Oh.
and I credit that mouse.
Did you fuck that mouse?
Yes. Yeah, you fuck that rat.
Fuck that mouse.
He's creepy as fuck.
Well, yeah,
He's
because
perfect.
did you ask to play whack-a-mole or something while you were out there?
No, we just got high and eat pizza,
Okay.
and then we went to a second location where sex
Okay.
happens.
The ball pit.
Yes.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant by whack-a-mole, but
Oh,
that's fine.
Yeah, there is a
technically yes, because there was one dude who didn't need to be involved.
there's a
That's been the problem with threesomes. There always seems to be
one extra person.
one extra person. There's a reason why third wheel's a term. I don't know.
There's a Chuck E. Cheese around the corner in the same parking lot as a Kmart that closed literally weeks ago. It's like the fuck.
Oh, that
there is
Kmart closed?
there is
I've
a-
been to that Kmart.
There is a 1980s parking lot
Yeah.
down the street from
Nice.
here.
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese and Kmart in the
Together
same.
at last. Was there a Little Caesars inside that Kmart?
No, I went in and checked
Oh.
once
Man.
because I fuck with Little Caesars. Pizza.
Every so often.
Yeah, I mean you can't eat it every day, but poor people deserve
well,
pizza parties
Well,
too.
I mean, it's more of like, oh man, I hate myself. I better get Little Caesars.
But the thing about
It's a
Little
depression
Caesars,
eat.
it tastes like trash, but they are one of the most ethical corporations on
Oh,
the planet.
they are super wonderful corporation. I just wish that their pizza wasn't just wet salt.
Well, they're busy helping the community. They don't have time to make their pizza good.
Fair.
Duh.
Fair point to you.
Chuck E. Cheese, that's a good pick.
Mm.
All
It's on you, Mr. Todd Brown.
right, let's go with the corporate mascot that is the face of several of my nightmares as a child. That would be the Jolly Green Giant.
Ho, ho, ho.
Here's what I like about the Jolly Green Giant. Fucking terrifying.
Yes,
Scares
I
children into
concur.
eating vegetables.
And in his present form, he is less terrifying than what he used to be. I won't even find it. But this was another cracked article. I wrote an article about insane corporate mascots from the past.
Mm-hmm.
And the first Jolly Green Giant commercial looks like a Twilight Zone episode.
Oh, God.
When that fucking claymation nightmare comes ambling out of the fucking field.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
We don't need your peas.
No.
Eat my beans.
Fucking go back to where you came from, you gigantic nightmare.
Suck my corn.
And somehow he's just stuck around. When I lived in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, I think it was either on the way to Minneapolis or on the way to Madison, Wisconsin. At one point, there's just a massive Jolly Green Giant statue overlooking the highway, and it's like way up.
So
it's
the
the first time you see it, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, Jesus.
How many auto accidents has it caused?
Probably several.
I'm sure.
Involving it reaching down and grabbing
Oh,
the
shit!
car and crushing it. And I love that it's been so successful despite being so horrifying.
It's up there. If you
Like-
want to see something horrifying, see a live action Count Chocula. That happened.
That does sound bad.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the prosthetics. It's awful. It's like
Which Twilight movie
I mean,
was that?
animatronic Chuck E. Cheese band is pretty bad.
Yeah,
It's up there.
those Chuck E. Cheese bands are a
They're-
nightmare.
Terrifying, in a delightful way.
They write good tunes, though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't mind that. So, yeah, the Jolly Green Giant, he's one of the most successful corporate mascots. He's been around a long, 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 long time,
Mm-hmm.
like 40s or 50s, since back when we first had television. We've had this nightmare fucking giant selling us snow peas and green beans and things. And he's still with us today.
He is still with us today. Oh,
He's like the Mariah Carey of corporate vegetable mascots.
just when you think he's out, comes back in swinging.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Ken Scaletta in the comments says, I'd like to see a cereal mascot who doesn't take any shit from children. Yeah.
What
That'd
doesn't
be
take
nice.
shit from children?
Exactly.
A chocolate vampire.
Comments are fucking blowing up.
Hell yeah.
Aussie Havana says, Jolly Green Giant, a.k.a. Macro Daddy.
Mm.
Someone wants to fuck the Jolly Green Giant.
Well, I would say talk to DeviantArt's mascot Sonic the Hedgehog, and he could lead you the way to some imagery that you might find pleasing. So,
All right.
Ruin Daria for me.
wait, the Jolly Green Giant ruined Daria
No,
for you?
DeviantArt.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
I used to really like Jane, and now I don't.
Oh. If it makes you feel better, it wasn't the creator that,
No,
that,
it wasn't at
made
all.
that happen.
No,
Oh.
No, I
What did
blame the
Jane
creator.
do?
I'll show you.
Okay. Oh, that's off podcast conversation.
Not
Yikes.
All right. So me.
You know how she has a brother? Never mind.
Who are we talking about?
Apparently incest porn featuring cartoon characters, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm going to talk about Mr. Peanut.
Why did I go
Ah, Mr. Peanut.
Hell
there?
yeah.
And I'm going to go there again because he said Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut has been around since 1916.
That's a long time.
He's been here for over 100 years. He will outlive us all.
Damn.
And he is he's goddamn Mr. Peanut. No one has associated nuts, like salted nuts, with class until Mr. Peanut came
Yeah.
along.
I mean, it really does kind of blow the lid off of your Mr. Moneybags,
What do you mean?
Rich Uncle Pennybags, in a
Was
way.
Rich Uncle Pennybags voiced by Robert Downey Jr.? No. Guess who was? Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut wears a monocle.
He
Yes,
is
he
a
does.
more
And a
iconic
cane.
top hat and monocle and cane person
Yeah. Bow tie.
Yeah.
who is not a
I've always wondered how
his-
he holds that monocle in place because he doesn't have like divots for eyes. He's just got little black soulless spots.
It's very ominous, and I would say that he is even more bloodthirsty and evil than Rich Uncle Pennybags because he is selling his own people.
Yes, he's selling his own people, and
For
many
money.
people will die for meeting them.
Some people can, yes.
Yes.
Many people can.
I just get itchy.
Well, rich Uncle Pennybags though, he's gentrifying areas, pushing poor people out. He's doing
But
his
not for
evil
real.
part.
Who has pushed out?
Mr. Peanut is killing real people.
Mr. Peanut is killing real people, making them itchy, and pushing people out of their homes to create more peanut farms.
I bet people have died over Monopoly games.
I bet
I've
peop-
wanted to kill a few
people died
motherfuckers
choking.
playing Monopoly.
People died choking on peanuts. So
That's true. But those people are pussies.
point being, this thing, this anthropomorphic peanut's been around longer than all of our lifespans put together.
It sounded like you said penis.
Yeah. It also got Carter elected. That's right, Whoopa.
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut got Carter elected, or just peanuts? 'Cause he
Peanuts
was a
in
peanut
general.
farmer.
I'm sure the peanut lobby supported them both.
Jennifer Fendelander says Mr. Peanut is classy evil.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
Not wrong at all.
Yeah, he
Which
does.
is which is what Rich Uncle Pennybags was trying to words.
Why are you so mad at Rich Uncle Pennybags? Is this because you picked Kermit the Frog and it
Because
didn't make any
I
sense?
made some terrible picks
Oh, okay.
because you guys went first, and I was also lazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
I think it was more the latter than the former, but it's fine. Hana stuck her tongue out.
That's my retort to me being lazy.
Fair.
Hana,
not
what is
wrong.
your penultimate pick?
Everything that isn't Flo or that duck for Geico.
Wow.
They don't they have not settled on a thing. I guess they kind of settled on the lizard, but not really because they've also got the pig, and they had the caveman, which convinced me. Okay, here's how good that caveman was. Was not even a primary mascot, was a secondary mascot. Convinced me that it would be very easy to have all my insurance information on my phone in an app. Then I got rear-ended a couple weeks ago. Didn't remember my password, and the guy got away with no info from exchanged hands.
Wow.
Between either of us. It took ages to figure out who that person was.
So easy, even a caveman can do it.
But not me.
Geico makes some of the best commercials.
Yeah, I was in one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one?
I was a football player. I was a center for.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I talked about how Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating.
All right, so put everything that isn't Flower, that duck, plus Erik
Yeah.
on that
Eric
list.
Barnes.
Eric Barnes for Geico.
Is Hana's pick. Eric Barnes.
Oh, shit.
I like that Geico.
You caught me, Michels. God damn it.
Geico is like replaying all of their old commercials now.
I'm crossing fingers, pal. I'm waiting for the
Oh, yeah.
NFL to come back. We'll see.
Yeah, they. I think my favorite is the collect call commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Where the guy is at the hospital.
Yeah.
When you
And
had a
he
baby,
said-
it's a boy.
This is Bob. We had a baby. It's a boy. I love that shit.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Featuring
Yeah.
that one like swagger guy that just walks into frame and then he says a thing and then they cut to the thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't the duck is Affleck though?
The duck is Affleck.
Yes.
Well, everything, everything
that's
that
what I'm
isn't
saying.
Flow.
Or
like,
the duck. The
Oh,
other
okay.
insurance
Yeah,
company
yeah.
mascots.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if we're talking someone in the comments mentioned Mayhem.
Yeah,
who is
that's a good one.
A great one.
That is
Yeah.
a good one.
The guy from Oz
Mm-hmm.
and 30 Rock.
And Rescue Me.
Mm-hmm.
He's in things.
He's the actor
Okay,
from
if he
shows.
counts, then Kermit the Frog definitely counts.
No, because Kermit the Frog was in one ad.
Mayhem is the face.
Mayhem
of
is a
Allstate.
character played by
Is
an
there
actor.
any other face of that tea?
Lipton.
Yeah.
British people.
Rich Uncle Lipton bags.
Rich Uncle Teabags.
Ew.
By the way, I'd like to commend
Let me
us all
squat down. Ah.
for showing a shit ton of restraint for not bringing up that lady who says I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh fuck.
Or Jared from Subway.
Oh, yeah.
He was an effective mascot.
He was.
Yeah.
Too effective.
5 dollar foot long.
Hey.
Just saying things into a microphone.
You know, but my pick for insurance mascot, mostly just because I had a huge crush on her. That would be Erin Esurance.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Who
the
is
cartoon
the spy?
Fucking beautiful.
She
Is.
That
Ag-
purple
very
hair. Are you
Again.
fucking kidding me?
Again, talk to.
And then there's one commercial where she has brown hair, and I was like, oh,
how dare
she's so
you?
beautiful.
Again, talk to Sonic and go to DeviantArt, and he could probably help you out.
Well, now I am going to go to DeviantArt to
Yeah.
get in on that Erin Esurance.
Yeah.
I have Esurance
Mm.
because of Erin Esurance. Actually, no, they were just.
I'm pretty sure that there's some form of
cheapest.
crossover with characters from Daria
Are
with
they
Aaron
cheaper than?
Insurance.
Oh, god damn it, there are. I'm sure.
Are we on our last picks?
I believe we are. Good sir.
All right, I'm going to go. This is kind of an obscure one. Represents a little company. I don't know if anyone has heard of the company or the mascot, but I am going to go with Mickey Mouse, who is the face of a company called Disney.
Mm.
Tell me more.
Yes, I'm intrigued.
He lives in Anaheim,
Mm.
very close to here. You can drive
Yeah.
and see him. He has his own land.
Does he have a seasonal residence in Orlando?
He has a world in Florida.
Oh, he has an entire world.
But he has a mere land in California.
Oh, okay.
And Mickey Mouse, he's not just the face of it. He's also the talent. Like he's been in he's not in Disney movies anymore.
No, because he's boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's boring. But back in the day, like Steamboat Willie and shit,
Yeah.
he was doing things in cartoons. He doesn't have to be in fucking cartoons anymore. He has retired from
Because
that.
he's boring.
Yeah.
He's the Chevy Chase of mascots.
How is he the Chevy Chase of mascots?
How dare
Because
you
all he did
insult
was
Mickey Mouse?
Because all I did was bad physical comedy, and then we realized how bad it was, and then we didn't put him in things anymore.
Listen, Mickey Mouse, I agree, is boring, but Mickey Mouse doesn't flagrantly use the N-word on things.
That's
he
a good
was
point.
created in the. I would check some of the comics.
I said flagrantly.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Chevy Chase
His-
very
he
much
keeps-
documentedly does.
He keeps his racism closeted.
He's also funnier than Chevy Chase.
Well, that's- I
which
mean,
doesn't take much,
who
really.
isn't?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes without saying.
But
Everyone
Mickey Mouse
check
also.
out Stephen Colbert and the Chevy Chase roast because he did something cool. Okay, go on.
Mickey Mouse is cool. Like there's still you can still buy T-shirts with Mickey Mouse.
The
on
ears.
like a Mickey Mouse T-shirt looks good on everybody.
I don't know.
It does. It's a fun look.
That's nice for you and your not weird boobs.
There's that one icon. My boobs are kind of weird,
I'm not going to comment on the
especially with a Mickey shirt. It makes his hands look all big.
again DeviantArt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've owned several Mickey Mouse shirts. I've never been to Disneyland, but
Whoa.
I have
Okay.
been to. A listener sent me tickets, and I'm gonna go. I haven't had time yet.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's fair.
I've been to Disney World.
I've been
Oh,
to
well
Disney
then,
World, but
yeah.
I've never been to Disneyland either.
I went in 5th grade, and I used my backpack for school as my luggage, and I forgot to unpack when I came home, and I went to school the next morning and opened my bag, and a pair of tighty whities fell out, and people laughed.
Aw.
Haha, Adam wears underwear.
And then I murdered all those kids. I strangled them with a Mickey Mouse T-shirt. So,
Not with the underwear. That would have been more poetic.
I mean, I had to wear it.
Oh,
The
fair.
Mickey Mouse shirt was for a friend. I killed him.
Oh, fair.
So, Mickey Mouse, he owns territory in several countries. He produces films. He owns the rights to several major franchises now, the Star Wars franchise. Mickey Mouse is the face of the Star Wars franchise. So,
Yeah.
Uh,
Raise a good point.
thank you.
yeah.
Fair.
Eric, what's your last pick?
My last pick, I think, is the rival of dominance compared to your Mickey Mouse. It is Mr. Ronald McDonald
Mm-hmm.
from McDonald's.
Bland and creepy.
No, not just bland and creepy.
Face of corporate evil.
Yes, very much so. And the face of Americana.
No, I meant bland, Mickey Mouse, and creepy.
Oh.
McDonald. Then I did this.
Then you clasped your hands
You're
together.
talking a lot of shit for what your last pick is.
Well, because I was lazy.
But we'll
and
get
I'm
to it.
I believe
overcompensating.
I have the floor. But
Go
yes,
on, Ronald
he is-
McDonald.
Ronald
I was
McDonald is not
extremely
only
lazy.
the voice, not only the face, the clown makeup face of mediocre to awful hamburgers. He is also the face of American capitalism gone run amok. He is the face of childhood obesity. He is the face of political satire. He was so successful that the Corporate Accountability International called for the retirement of the character in 2010 due to high childhood obesity rates. He's been a comic book character since 1970. 3 direct-to-video animated films. From 1998 to 2003, he had direct-to-video cartoons, 3 video games, won a Golden Raspberry for his role in 1988's Mac and Me, and, of course, he's invaded the world of charities, the Ronald McDonald House.
Right? Yeah, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Fucking
He looks
creepy.
allwhere, which is why he is the best corporate mascot, because even though he hasn't really been used in commercials lately, we can't fucking get away with him.
No, he's
From him.
petrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, Willard Scott.
Yeah.
Willard Scott was the first Ronald McDonald. Has anyone seen this picture?
It's creepy as shit, isn't it?
It's fucking horrifying.
It is.
The first Ronald
my God.
McDonald.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh,
That is
God.
nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
He's got a
Oh.
fucking drink cup for a nose.
Drink that nose in, Hana.
He's just got
Look
a
at that.
box on his head.
It looks like a pizza box.
Hamburgers! Have some hamburgers, kids!
With some
They're in my van!
Fuck my last pick, you guys.
No. For the sake of the format of the show, we must put in your last pick.
We must hear
I
it.
got super lazy at this point, so I just picked the next thing on the list of corporate mascots that I googled, and it was the Pillsbury Doughboy. But I do really enjoy that scene where Mr. Burns is all drugged out and he pokes Homer in the stomach.
I mean, the Pillsbury Doughboy, he's got some...
Yeah, that's not a
He's
bad.
got
That's
some
not a bad
noises.
pick at all. Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
got a noise.
yeah. No, he has
He has
just
an
the
enjoyable noise.
Yeah, an enjoyable noise. You just poke him in his soft little
Yeah.
baker's belly, and he just goes.
Tee-hee-hee.
No, that says loving like cake in the oven or whatever it is.
Oh God,
Ew.
that was Mickey Mouse.
No,
That sounded like
That
Mickey
was
Mouse.
clearly Mickey Mouse.
I can only go falsetto so many times. But I'm not wrong. It does sound creepy
I mean,
and
they're
weird and
both.
high pitched.
You know the Pillsbury Doughboy is huge because he's like a slur you can say to people.
Yeah,
You look like
kinda.
a fucking Pillsbury Doughboy,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, he is.
Like
It
you,
really
like you
is.
can't tell anyone they look like Ronald McDonald. Although I've
Oh,
known
I've been called both Pillsbury Doughboy and Ronald McDonald throughout various points in my life.
Oh, fun.
Ronald Doughboy.
Oh.
Just a big, fat, white, doughy thing with blue eyes and stringy red hair.
Well, hi. Hello. I'm Ronald McDoughboy. You might remember me from such things as Listcasts on the Unpopular Opinion Network. Today, I'd like to talk to you about biscuit burgers.
That actually sounds all
I
right.
kind of want.
Yeah, I would fuck with a biscuit burger, I think. So, man.
Noid and California raisins.
Yeah.
Not sure, chat.
Yeah, not coming. So, those are our picks. Now we have to start cutting some shit.
Okay.
I'll make this smaller so we can see all the picks at one time.
Nice.
Will I?
Are you?
I guess I will not.
Okay.
Why isn't that fucking working? Here we go.
There we are.
There we go.
Hey.
All right.
It
So
also includes me, separate as Geico.
let's go in reverse order. Hana, what are you cutting first?
I think I'm cutting Count Chocula.
Oh,
That's fair.
you put a chocolate steak through his heart. Oh,
He's not gonna win.
he wasn't gonna lose either.
I was never gonna win.
Erik.
I'm going to say Kermit the Frog because get that shit out of here. Come on.
I agree
One
with that.
commercial does not a mascot make.
I am gonna cut. See, now we're getting to it's all mostly good stuff. I'm gonna cut this because it's just there's no
It's just me being angry.
everything that isn't Flo or that duck,
Yes.
because that's technically everything on the list.
Mm.
You know. Hana, what are you cutting next?
I'm gonna cut Jolly Green Giant.
Wow.
Whoa.
Well, I guess I know what's getting saved. How dare you? He is an icon of healthy eating.
He is healthier eating.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hard ER. I'm gonna say, man, I'm gonna, man, this is hard. I'm gonna pull out. I'm not gonna do that either. I'm gonna going to remove Rich Uncle Pennybags.
That's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's fine.
I mean, he's a character in a game, but I didn't see him outright promote Monopoly too terribly much compared to the rest of the field and their respective
He's
products.
very wealthy, and that requires a lot of time.
We already have an aristocrat known as Mr. Peanut up there.
Speaking of things we already have on the list, we have one very fine representative of the video game world in Mario. So, sorry, Sonic.
Oh,
I
man.
knew it.
Cutting Sonic the Hedgehog. All right, so now it's time for, what did we say, Mind Freak?
Mind Freak
555?
555.
Yeah.
What are you saving, Mind Freak? Ken Scaletta says no Jared Fogle on the list. We did one about best promotional campaigns once, and I almost picked the Subway diet, but it was like right after all the Jared stuff happened, and
Too soon.
Yeah.
yeah, it would have been weird.
Yeah. A lot of people were making bad footlong jokes.
Oh yeah, that was all of Twitter.
That was all of me like 20 minutes ago,
Oh,
too.
I didn't
No,
know.
you're not wrong. It was bad. All I did was go, $5 foot long, and that was it. Wasn't creative at all in the least. Thank you for calling me out. It
No,
was-
I wasn't.
No, you are correct. Just yes and.
You know who
Okay.
I very nearly wanted to put on the list, but it didn't feel right,
What?
was Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
He's just.
he was the face.
It's one of those. Is it a spokesperson or a
Right.
mascot question?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I would maybe even cut Santa Claus, because he has transcended mascothood.
Mind Freak saves Sonic the Hedgehog like a fucking maniac.
Ah, thank you, Mind Freak.
Whatever. Bad pick.
Someone's been on DeviantArt.
Right. Mind
With
Freak.
a name like Mind Freak.
Mind Freak wants to fuck Sonic the Hedgehog.
No
so of
judgment.
course.
Who
No
doesn't?
Yeah.
Listen, no king shaming here. Got to go fast.
Yeah. It'll be
Go
quick.
fast. Got to go fast and
Yeah.
fast and fast and fast.
So the list should be up soon.
Mhm.
What is some other stuff that was almost on your list but didn't make it?
We did list. You did mention Tony the Tiger. He was going to be on my list. I
Yeah.
also
I debated him.
the Charmin Bears
Hmm.
because
Oh, the butt bears.
yeah, because it answers questions. Do bears shit in the woods? And they go yes, and they have to use toilet paper to clean their matted fur.
Disgusting.
Fluffy butt.
And in my research, I found out that the bears actually have names:
Oh shit.
Leonard, Molly, Bill, Amy, and Dylan.
Dylan.
Dylan, the butt wiping bear.
Oh, fuck that kid.
Oh,
You know who I'll. You know who I almost put on my list
they
was
made ass wiping cute.
Yeah, okay, but Dylan is the name of someone who always leaves a floater and doesn't flush. It's Dylan.
If bears
thinks
used
it's funny.
if bears used a toilet, yes, but they don't. They just use toilet paper, which I think they would call woods paper, which
That-
sounds redundant, but
That's fair.
I don't know.
the poll is up, so people can go out and vote. We'll leave it up for 3 minutes. So when this clock says 1 hour and 45 seconds,
Yeah.
who did I almost? I just had one in my head.
Oh god, there were several cult leaders I almost picked because they were technically the figureheads of business enterprises.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not corporations, though.
Yeah.
Oh
I almost picked Burger King based solely off the fact he's been in a shit ton of video games.
Oh, you know why I didn't pick the Burger King?
Why?
Because you sent me your list first and it had 10 on it.
Well,
So
I
when-
told you I would pick the top 5. The others were if Hana or you picked.
The
those
Burger
before.
King is dope.
See, I only
Burger
woke
King
up
went
late
out
and
with
saw the
Floyd
email after
Mayweather.
both of you guys.
Huh?
What?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm just explaining why I was lazy.
I didn't hear you.
The-
I apologize.
The Burger King was scary. I like
Yeah.
that commercial where he was just standing in the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
There was a
That was
There's a
fucking
video game
great.
called Sneak King, in which the point of the game was to literally sneak up on people and give them breakfast sandwiches.
Hell yeah.
It was kind of like Metal Gear Solid, in which you couldn't be spotted and everything until like, aha!
That's horrifying. I love it.
And apparently, a guy dressed as the Burger King came out with Floyd Mayweather in his fight against Manny Pacquiao. That's just a thing that I learned.
That's pretty crazy.
That's a thing that existed and happened.
So we have just about a minute and a half left. So far, who's in the lead? It's me, Mario.
Holy shit.
In the lead with 11. Ironically enough, being tailed by Sonic the Hedgehog, who is very fast,
Yeah.
but not fast enough. And then, is that a 3-way tie? 2-way tie, Mickey Mouse and Ronald McDonald
That's
coming
very
in
surprising.
third,
That's not surprising at all. They're kind
No,
of
I-
ominous.
and then a whole bunch
But-
of picks
Well,
for four.
I thought that they would be fighting for first and second.
Oh, yeah.
Mario.
I felt confident about Mario coming in.
I mean, people enjoy video games more than the other stuff.
True.
Car insurance.
Raised a fine point there. Mario is usually associated with a good time and significantly less evil than the ones we were discussing.
Is Pikachu the mascot for Pokemon, or does
Yes.
that not? Well, then I could have picked Pikachu. I'm dumb.
You're really hard on yourself today.
I just
As opposed to any other day that you've spoken to me.
Yeah, okay. Fair.
Debate
just-
1. I hate myself.
it's getting dark. All right.
I'm not denying your feelings. I'm just saying it's unwarranted.
I know it's unwarranted.
Okay, good.
We have almost hit the 3-minute mark.
Nice.
We're go. We're going to refresh, and we're going to pick these fucking winners.
Let's
Come
do
on, Thumb Trophy.
All right. In first place, Mario by a mile.
Jesus.
it. Damn.
Sonic the Hedgehog, number 2. Number 3, Mickey Mouse. It's me, a Mickey Mouse.
Oh no! Now there's gonna be Mickey Mario.
Tied for 4th, Ronald McDonald and the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Wow.
And bringing up the rear, tied for 5th, Chuck E. Cheese and Julian Pringles. Fuck you, Santa Claus!
Man.
Who else didn't make the list? Flo,
You're all gonna get.
Mr. Peanut.
You're all gonna get coal in your
Wow.
stocking instead of Coca-Cola.
Those are 3 you don't want to slight. Because Flo will fuck up your insurance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Santa Claus isn't going to bring you any presents.
Yeah.
And Mr. Peanut, he's
Yeah,
going to
Mr. Peanut-
stab you in your
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah.
Yes, he very much is.
So that's our show. Mario wins, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess
Wow.
I get to keep the thumb trophy
Yeah. You get to
for
keep
myself.
The thumb trophy.
Next time.
Yeah. This was fun.
Next
It
time
was.
you'll leave with something you don't want to carry, but you have to because I gave it to you and you
What-
feel obligated.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Most
wouldn't be the
people
last.
don't take them.
Really?
When I bring them out and set, people are like,
Oh.
bail.
Wow.
It's the hand sign for bail.
They're jerks.
Someone walking fast, like Sonic.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fast walker that is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Fast
Sonic the
Walker.
Speed
It's my
Walker.
favorite game.
Sonic the Speed Walker, walking faster than usual. It's
So,
for the Olympics, sorta, kinda, really.
I really did. I really did drop the Pokeball there.
Rich Davis.
Rich. So that's our episode. What do we have to plug before we get out of here? Medium.com/unpops. I am writing a whole bunch of stuff again after taking some years off from writing.
Hell yeah.
And we're turning that into a whole publication with other writers and things of the like. Very slowly, but we're getting there. So go follow us on Medium. Support my podcast, Retirement Dreams.
Hell yeah.
And I think we're doing a backyard show at Chet Wild's place in July. We have not booked the comics for that yet, but it'll be a celebration, motherfuckers.
Nice.
Come out to that.
I thought Chet Wild was a fake person for like 6 months, and I was very mean to him on Facebook. I've never met him.
Oh, well, it's not
Oh.
his real name. Sorry, everybody.
I thought that he was the guy Vanessa made up and put on a poster.
No, that
for
was-
Kevin's surprise birthday
Yeah.
No.
That was Chet Manfred.
party.
No, Chet Wild's a real person.
So I know, and I was a dick to like someone I've never met, so I can't like message him and apologize because he might not remember.
Well, then you can just message him
Yeah.
I guess so.
and be like, hey,
Hey.
you've never met me. Fuck you. Eric, what do you got to plug?
I would like to plug my podcast, the Raging Joy podcast. I just get people like Hana Michels and various other folks.
I ate slime
Yes, what, you did not eat. I prevented you from eating slime.
until after I drove off.
Oh.
After the episode.
Well, you were unsupervised. Anyway, I have people like Hana and various other comedians and persons of note discuss the thing or things that make them the most angry, and then discuss the one thing on earth that brings them the most joy in the world. And so, yeah, listen to that wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also follow me on Twitter at Erik W. Barnes for witticisms, funsies, jokes, and just pro wrestling punditry, I guess. I don't know what else to call it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hana, what do you got to plug?
Tomorrow night, I am going to be on, I believe, the Gamefully Unemployed stream, or it might be Marina Ryman's own stream, Darth Marina. I'm driving all the way to Bakersfield. We're having a slumber party. We are playing
Oh.
horror video games.
Cool.
Please watch that because I'm driving all the way to Bakersfield.
That's a long drive.
You're welcome, Jennifer.
The Land of Corn,
The land of corn, the Bakersfield.
the band.
Oh.
Oh.
The Land of Corn. Yeah, check out Pod the Life. If you're a Patreon subscriber, we're putting episodes up. We haven't made them public yet. Once we finish all 6 episodes. We're going to release them publicly.
Even if you don't like corn, you'll definitely love Adam and Travis say Andy over and over again.
Andy!
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to our band podcast. Even if you don't like the bands, like we don't like Limp Bizkit or Korn, but it's a fun podcast.
I just love Andy Sell, and I love him being frustrated.
Yeah, we abused the shit out of Andy on that podcast.
I feel bad.
I gotta listen to this podcast.
I gotta give him a hug.
Yeah. Heart Shaped Pod, $3. Heart Shaped Pod is our podcast about Nirvana, which is done now. You will not believe how it ends. And then $3 Pod, y'all, is about Limp Bizkit, and Pod the Life is about Korn. And $3 Pod, y'all, is public now. You can go listen to it.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Hana, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Erik, say goodbye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. We love you. And now say goodbye to the live stream.
Bye, live stream.
everybody. This part always takes